Hey Internet, do you ever wonder where your food comes from? I sure do. Well, sort of. And do you ever get bored with what you're eating? Like, do your taste buds just want to try something new? Well, it's kind of funny. As it turns out, I don't really. Seriously. I'm Marianna Chapman, and I'm the executive editor at Eat Y'all. And it's part of my job to taste things, to taste really yummy, delicious things that come from family farms and local artisan food makers. And so today I'm introducing kind of a new thing so you can maybe follow along and enjoy tasting with me and get some new ideas to excite your taste buds and learn a little bit about where your food comes from. And so this is all kind of new to me. I'm hanging out on my front porch. The wind is kind of blustery from time to time, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm down here on the Mississippi coast, and you can see in the background that the flowers are in bloom, and it's a beautiful time of year to be here, and it seems like no better time than to taste some cheese. I love cheese, and I love all the artisan dairies and cheesemakers that are popping up across the southern U.S. And so today we've got a real treat. We're going to, kind of as our flavor of the week, taste a lot of flavors, or at least unpack a box of a lot of flavors from Sweetgrass Dairy over in Thomasville, Georgia. We met them several years ago, and they're an amazing little cheese maker that's won lots of awards. And so we're going to sneak into their box here in a minute. But first, let me tell you, how this box got here. At Eat Y'all, we promote family farms and artisan food makers and the chefs who cook their groceries, serve their groceries in their restaurants. And so as a matter of professional routine, we get to try their products, whether it's, fresh greens grown in a garden, or we had some great buttermilk from Hatcher Family Dairy a few weeks ago up in Nashville, Tennessee, and I've had cocktail mixers recently from Eli Mason, and this week Sweetgrass Dairy is going to be our kind of flavor of the week. So kind of make plans and watch for this, because we'll try lots of different flavors as it goes on, and I'll definitely post links. We'll put this video on our website at eatyall.com. That's EATYALL with no apostrophe. The internet doesn't like those little things. So eatyall.com, and we'll have links and show notes and lots of good things like that to help you along. So without further ado, why don't we kind of look in this box here. Let me flip the camera around and let you see what we're looking at here. So how about this? So this is literally, this pretty box came inside of course, a bigger box with cold packs in it. So they shipped it straight to our house. So you can see kind of the outside of the box. And this is their Southern Charm Box. So this is the Sweetgrass Dairy Southern Charm Box. So let's unpack, shall we? Okay, so when I open the box, oh my goodness, first of all, I'll see it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful box inside. You can definitely tell that it's packed with care. Look at those pretty little wood shavings that make everything look beautiful, and their cheeses. And right on top we see a great picture of the family. This is this awesome family behind this dairy and their kids, and you can see them taking care of their animals. And this is a cheese that you're finding in really nice restaurants all across the South and beyond. And you can see that they give you details on how to care for your cheese. And on the back, we've got tasting notes and other things. Now, in this box, you'll see that there's not just cheese. There's things to go with cheese to make it delicious. So they sent us some crackers. They sent us some honey from Savannah Bee Company, which is a whole nother tasting product that we'll have to talk about sometime. They sent us some salami. That's one of their favorites. But today, we're going to really focus on the cheese. So a few years ago, our family went and got to taste cheeses at their cheese shop in Thomasville, which if you've never been to Thomasville, Georgia, it's just the cutest town in southwest Georgia, and they've got a little cheese shop right in the downtown area, and you can go in and you can have lunch, you can taste cheeses, and they have lots of little gourmet products for sale that complement their cheeses. They have some special release cheeses that you can kind of usually only get there in the shop, and so that's fun. One of my favorite things when we visited was the pimento cheese, because it's so delicious. What makes it really special is that they make it with their Thomasville Tome, which is kind of a yummy, everyday sort of cheese. And they, you can see, they've grated their Thomasville Tome, and then they've got hand-picked piquillo peppers, I believe, that that they dice up and put with a special spice blend inside. So we'll open that up in just a minute. And then their Green Hill cheese is just really extraordinary. When you kind of break into it, it's got this white rind on it, and inside it's just a really soft cheese. It's an award-winning cheese. I think it was one of their first really just home run cheeses. You can see on all their packaging, they have a little information about the cows and the milk that they use, but this Green Hill is a double cream, soft ripened cow's milk cheese. And it's smooth and creamy, and it just spreads on a cracker or a crostini just really beautifully. One of my favorite cheeses I've ever had, and certainly one of my favorite blue cheeses, is Asher Blue. But y'all, look how much they send. Look how big this portion is. I'm putting it in the sunshine so you can see. This is a block of blue cheese. This isn't some small grocery store portion. This is really a lot, and it's enough to entertain with. This is a great gift. These cheeses have a great shelf life, so you know they're made and they send them to you, and you've got plenty of time because you're getting them straight from the source. So see how big these portions are. It's amazing. So this Asher Blue, it's named after the family's precocious second child, they say. And it is a bit of a precocious blue cheese. It's got a really nice pungency, and it's just got a little creamy and a little crumble, and it's so delicious. They would say it has subtle mushroomy notes. I love the creamy interior of the cheese. Like, I like getting in the very middle and kind of spreading that on cracker, maybe with some fruit or jam. It's so delicious. And I mentioned earlier this Thomasville Tome. It's just a good cheese and crackers kind of cheese. It's delicious. It's got a nice, just kind of a nice, tangy, yet not too pungent notes. You can see the coloring as let's get it in the sunshine so you can see the coloring is really beautiful. And you know, my kids actually really love that one. So let's see, the pimento cheese, of course. Let's break into that, why don't we? Let's see what's going on inside of this one. Now here's where it gets tricky, and I'm trying to hold a camera and open pimento cheese at the same time. I'm not sure if I can do this or not. I did not practice ahead. You can hear the seal popping on this pimento cheese, so look at that. Straight to your doorstep, people. This is really, 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 look, you can see that white color of the, whoop, camera coordination, the white color of the Thomasville Tome. So we're going to see how much coordination this lefty has here. Put it on a cracker. Maybe we'll spin the camera around and I'll talk to you while I do this, because I'm pretty terrible at coordination. Was really never my strong suit, let's be honest. Hey, how about this? Cracker dip. Look at that. Really, really, really delicious. It's so tangy and delicious. And the pimento cheese and the Thomasville Tome has got a little sharpness to it that your regular cheddar doesn't have. And the piquillo peppers have a real tanginess. I love piquillo peppers. They're not as, just not quite as neutral as a pimento, honestly. You got a little more bite, a little more sweetness, a little more heat in this pimento cheese than what you're used to. And you can definitely tell they've added a little spice blend to it that kind of punches it up. This is a really, really, really nice pimento cheese if you're a pimento cheese fan. So there's your Sweetgrass Dairy box. How about that? I know you want to order one.